What's up, y'all? Young Shy coming to y'all live from the grocery store. Make sure y'all smash that like button so y'all can help the algorithm. Smash that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about today's video. And hit that post notification bell so you can be notified when we go live. Hey. So this message today to you guys is just for those of you guys that are feeling lost and the chosen few, you know, we're sent here for our purposes and whatnot, and most of the times we're gonna find ourselves in a position where we feel alone and we feel this overwhelming amount of emotion. That's what I'm feeling right now. And I say, you know what? Let me just get on here and talk about it, because that's the main thing. The main thing is the reason why we feel the way we feel is because we feel lonely, and we feel like we feel as though there's nobody that really truly understands us. And as much as we want to believe that, as much as I want to believe that, as much as we want to say that, the truth is we don't necessarily need anybody to come around and, you know, be there to comfort us, because at the end of the day, we came here alone, and the truth is we're gonna leave alone. That's just the truth of the matter. And but all hope is not lost. We always can find another avenue and find certain things to do to occupy our minds and to occupy to fill up our time. Now, I know it might sound easier said than done for a lot of people, especially if you've gone through such things as a multitude of losses, a multitude of losing so many people in such a short amount of time. Direct people that you see every day, people that create that normalcy for you in your life. When I say normalcy, I mean, as far as that goes, I mean your day-to-day activities, whatever it is that you do, whoever it is that you hang around, every day, you know, imagine those people not being able to contact and communicate with them anymore, and just being outside and out in this world without your support system, if you will. The difficulty level is, so it's on 1,000. As you know, and it's hard. It's very difficult in the beginning. It's very, very difficult in the beginning, and in the middle, it doesn't seem to let up either. But it does get a little bit easier. But it fluctuates. It goes in and out, back and forth, you know? Excuse me. Goes back and forth. And fortunately, we just have to learn how to cope. Unfortunately. But you are not alone. If you can hear me, if you can see me, you are not alone. And I do understand what you're going through. If that sounds like you, you're traveling around and you walking around. See, let me show you guys something. See this? Everywhere I go, it's just me. Everywhere I go, it's just me all the time. Unless I go to certain, sometimes intentional, sometimes unintentional. And I also go to certain places so I can have at least some type of normalcy, some type of human interaction and contact and things of that nature. I've been single for 5 years. About 5 years now. It's been a real tough road, y'all. How I'm still even navigating it's amazing to me. I'm gonna say that I had so much more faith when I was younger. I will say right now, trying to gain it back. I'm trying to gain that faith back. And it's a work in progress. And it's gonna be a work in progress, y'all. Don't think that you gotta have it all figured out right now, because you don't. It doesn't matter how old you are, you can still learn. You can still learn. You can still learn things in life, because things are always forever constantly changing. They change things. They always change things. Whether it's the price tags on the food, whether it's the chemicals they use, whether it's the laws, whether it's the policies, Everything is constantly changing. So we got our new school folks, and we got our old school folks, and we got our millennial folks, and we got our Gen X folks, then we got our baby boomer folks, then we got our, you know what I'm saying? It's always something. You don't always have to change with the times.
Override on register 2, please. Override register 2.
Because there's always going to be somebody under you, or some people under you that understand and respect. You know, if you're an elder, or there'll be a an older person that can see somebody that is younger, somebody that's younger that might be struggling. And I don't think that we give people enough credit. So just know it's all gonna work out for you. Might not be when you want it to, but it's gonna work out for you. Might take a while. Might take a year. Might take 5 years. Might take 4 years. Might take a week. The key is to start to begin to at least head toward the path of happiness. At least head in that direction. So you can get a head start. Because once the good news kicks in, once the good news rolls in, then you'll be able to appreciate it. You'll be able to appreciate it more. You'll be able to understand why it took the amount of time that it took. And everything will just start coming together and piecing together like a puzzle. But you gotta keep that faith. You gotta keep that faith. And you gotta find that happiness. You got to, or at least try. You gotta get yourself alone. Gotta be able to stand yourself when you by yourself. Got to. That's crucial. That's crucial. Because if you can't even stand being around yourself, then what make you think anybody gonna want to be around you? For real. Stop tripping. For real. Oh my God. Hey. We ain't spitting nothing but facts. Snacks. we ain't spitting nothing but snacks. I've been training for this my whole life. Couple little twists and turns and crashes and you know all that fun stuff. I say I took a pretty good beating my 31 years of being on this planet. So I took a pretty good beating. I guess I wouldn't change a thing. I guess. The pain, the agony the heartache, the weakness, sadness, the anger. It manifested a lot of like an emotional ball that starts to just form and just fester, like, and everything. Then once or a snowball. You make a snowball, you roll it down a real steep hill. Keep on rolling it down the hill, it's gonna get bigger and bigger. That's what it's like, y'all. Some of y'all probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of y'all probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Some of y'all grew up with a silver spoon. Some of y'all grew up with a plastic spoon. Either way, we all got problems. But some people have way bigger problems. So I'm not gonna say rest in that. I'm not gonna say rest in that and knowing that and that knowledge, because that's not gonna make you feel better. No, because that's comparison. You don't want to compare. You don't want to compare your situation. You don't want to compare yourself to anybody ever, unless you are doing it for your elevation. You understand? Bars. Shout out to Pretty Boss TV, YouTube. Look her up. Yeah. Hey. Everything is for our elevation and for our rise. Everything. Don't ever get it twisted. And if you're not elevating and you're not rising, you are around people who also aren't trying to elevate or rise, then you need to run. You need to run far the fuck away. Excuse my language. I wasn't supposed to cuss in this video. My bad, y'all. My bad. But if you are hanging around people that have things going for themselves, let's talk about it. You hanging around people that have things going for themselves, and have accomplished things, accolades, things of that nature, and you aren't learning from that person or learning about that person, okay, well, what do you do? What is it that you do? What have you done? If you're not learning anything from that person or about that person as fuel for your rise, that is your fault. That is your fault. That is your fault. Because you're around this person and you know that this person can help you. But you rather sit there in your own, wallow in your own misery and situationships that you have going on, and bringing all of that energy to that person. That's your fault. That's your fault. That's your fault. For not utilizing your resources correctly. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? Y'all don't understand. Use people. Use them. Use them for your rising. Not so much as for your benefit or what you could get from them materialistically. Because that's not important. Materials don't mean anything. Materials don't mean anything. Nothing, none of it. None of this material stuff means anything. None of it. Nothing that this world has to offer me. Would I take it over a family member or a friend? Nothing. Can't nobody give me nothing. I'm gonna let y'all know this right now before I go, because I'm hitting my 21 right now. We're gonna end this video in a little bit so I can get up out of here. But and if you don't use that person that you're around and try to learn from them, or ask them for help, then you just chose to stay in that position that you're in. You're choosing to stay where you are. And that's nobody else's problem but yours. So we gotta do better, y'all. We gotta do better. Sometimes we might be in unfortunate situations where we can't help our demographics, and we can't help our environment where we are at that particular point in time. Sometimes that's a thing. That's a thing. Some people are subjected to their environments and they can't go anywhere because limited resources. That's a thing. But that doesn't mean that you have to that is where you're going to be forever. And if you're using your resources correctly, you just might make life better. You just might make life a little better for yourself, instead of making it worse for yourself and for the person that you're around. So we're closing out here. It's Young Shaw. Y'all catch me on this next video. I'm on fire right now. I want to make like 10 of them right now, but I'm just gonna do this one because I don't have time. I don't have time right now. But we're gonna come back to it. Quick, fast, in a hurry. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Find your faith. Find your happiness. And try to be by yourself for a long period of time, so you can learn to be comfortable with yourself. Okay? See y'all in the next video. All right. Have a beautiful night.